I have a buddy that is a great predictor. He's my guy. He's my source in sports. He said back in spring that Andrew Luck was going to be out of football, that he had too many injuries and setbacks, that he wasn't able to play longer. He was right. So he's my football guy. He says that our boys up in Minneapolis, up in Dinkytown, PJ Fleck, that he is going to leave for a bigger school in 2 to 3 years. I want to see what your guys.
Caleb.
That's
You
how
know
it
what?
works.
Peyton Manning's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Let me make a couple of my own.
Stepping out on that limb right there.
Let me make a couple more predictions here. Okay, Peyton Manning going to be a Hall of Famer. Tom Brady going to make the Hall of Fame.
Are you sure?
I think, yeah, I am. Andrew Luck. I said 5 years ago, I think this guy's getting banged up too much. He's going to retire at some point from football. I said he's going to retire at some point from football.
Good call.
And I was right. I was 100% right. He did retire from football. And I can make more of these if I'd like, but Caleb's friend is not the only one that makes these Nostradamus-like predictions. With that being said, that's what college football is, by the way. You win.
Yep.
Even though he's got a massive pay raise from Minnesota, and Minnesota has given him everything he could possibly want. And in return, I think he's given Minnesota a lot. In college football, if you win, you automatically get put into the conversation for these jobs that are colossal down in the South. That's just the way it goes.
So
Exactly.
here's a little. I mean,
No
you guys,
offense to Minnesota.
No, absolutely
great
not.
place.
And a great year for PJ Fleck.
Hell
but
of
the
it.
dirty little secret is there's like 2 major agents that run the show in college football. They represent like a majority of these Power 5 head coaches, and they're the ones who kind of move the chess pieces. I represent so many guys that when this mid-major coach or group of 5 coach starts to really heat it up, all right, well, I know this Power 5 coach is gonna get fired from this job. I'm gonna make sure that this mid-major group of 5 coach is gonna be the next guy in line for that. They're the ones moving all the chess pieces, and there's enough money out there. This is why it's tough to get a guy like Matt Rule to come to the NFL, because you got to pay him, because he's gonna make a lot of money at Baylor. You got to pay
And that's
these guys.
private.
And exactly,
Yeah.
and a lot in schools like that. So now all of a sudden, like when you realize these things, it makes a lot more sense why there's so much turnover, why there's so much movement, and why guys sign extensions. They're out of there in 2 to 3 years anyway.
Well, hello there. Utilize the promo code PAYTHEBILLS and get $20 off your first order from SeatGeek. Now, back to the magic. College football is one of the most interesting things in the history
100%.
of things. In the history of things. I was not big into the college football until Matt Hasselbeck asked the ESPN if he could call Thursday night games with me, and I got kind of tossed into the world of the American Conference, which, by the way, very talented.
Very good.
The American Conference is like the old school Big East Conference. American Conference is a lot of fun. And then obviously I got asked to do College Game Day there in Brookings. So then I did Game Day. So I started to learn more and more about college football for the first time in like 10 years. And I'm like, wow, this is an insane place.
I said this. It was so fun to watch the gears in your head. You're in Matt's head. Like, oh my God, your eyes kept getting wider and wider every time you learned something new. It was so much fun to see over the course of the year. I loved it.
This is crazy. College football is crazy.
This is nuts.
These student
There's a
human
lot of
athletes,
money in
there's
this
a
thing now.
lot of
Oh
stuff
my
going
God.
on. Good football, and it ended right, by the way. Shout out Joe Burrow getting a national championship.